I joined the gym. Let's talk about it. It's a KILR Awesome day here at home, and I was getting a look at my hair and realizing I need a haircut because it's getting a little fluffy. So yeah, it's been a little bit since I had a video out, and that's kind of like a whole another thing. I've had to take a step back on things, but so yeah, I joined a gym. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a bit, but I had to get myself mentally there. Like, I wanted to do it, but I needed to work it out of my head so that way I was doing it consistently. So I had to find out where in my schedule that I would be able to do it, if that makes any sense. And it's not so much as a matter of time, but it's a matter of figuring out in my head, because I multitask in order to do the type of content that I do. I know that I haven't done anything on this channel, but I have been doing a lot of work on one of my other channels, specifically the Minecraft channel. So I've been spending a lot of time there. But I like to try to be able to multitask and have something running while I do something else. Otherwise, I feel like I'm taking time away from one thing to do something else. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on, and I've been able to figure it out. So yeah, like what you can see right here, I'm copying files from here to here. This is from one of my hard drives, which has gotten corrupted, and a lot of my Flight Simulator stuff was on there, and it runs really slow just copying simple files. So I'm going through here and I'm clicking copy, and that took, I don't know, 10 minutes, and there's only, I mean, look, there's only 72 items that I have selected, 312 megabytes, and this is going to take over an hour to do. So yeah, and those files that I'm copying is a prime world of mine from Minecraft that includes a lot of my old worlds merged into one world, and I put work into it to get them merged, and it's not something that I want to lose. But so yeah, I've been trying to work it out in my head as far as, okay, what can I do while I go do a workout? Other times I'll have something rendering, but also it's a matter of work too, you know, as far as my job. So I've kind of worked it out in my head that, you know, I'll get home, I'll change into my workout clothes, which my wife bought me, workout shorts and shirts. So, you know, obviously she's encouraging me to do it, but at the same time I feel kind of pressured too. You know, it's like, oh, geez, now she bought me this stuff, now I really got to do it. And then signing up for the gym yesterday, I thought it was only going to be like, because it's like $9.99 a month, right? But then there's like a $50 annual fee. I'm like, oh, okay. But apparently there's another like a $50 enrollment fee, in addition to the $50 anniversary annual fee. That'll be another fee as an anniversary fee. Oh, happy anniversary! That's going to be, you know, shouldn't you give me money? Shouldn't you make it free? I don't know. I made it this far. But yeah, so you know, you spend over $100 and you're like, I I don't know. For young people, it's kind of no thing, right? You get older, you start getting more anxious about stuff. Your anxiety gets up. Especially being a teenager in the 80s and, thinking, the future's going to be great, it's going to be exciting, and it winds up not being so much. So you just get more and more anxious. But, that's a whole other thing. My goodness, I signed up yesterday, and being the weight that I am, I was looked at like a piece of meat from the personal trainers, Hans and Gretel, we want to pump you up type of thing, trying to sell me a package that, we 3 times a week, it'll cost you $300. Yeah, no, thank you. Have you ever noticed that everyone wants your money until you have nothing left? Have you noticed that? Am I the only one? Because it feels like if you've got money, everyone wants it. They don't care if you have any money left. Oh, you don't need to eat. You don't need to pay a bill. Just give me your money. Have you noticed that? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my age. I don't know. But that's what it seems like. They were getting so pushy. I mean, pushy to the point where I'm like, why the hell am I even here? I'm like, do you realize how much it took me just to get in the door to be able to do this? I don't need. Would a personal trainer help me? Sure. If it was tailored to me and what works for me and stuff, but I don't need someone to push me, to motivate me, and maybe hurt me in the process. Because I'm not 20 years old anymore. I could seriously injure myself with someone, that's 20 and, oh, you can do more. You can do more. Come on. 5 more. You do 5 more. Okay, give me another 5. I'm not in the freaking military anymore, okay? I'm not in the military. Consistency is key. And if you're going to burn me out, I'm not going to want to come in. It's interesting. They got 3 tiers for a membership. And the 3rd tier, you get access to heat and cold therapy and massage chairs and all this other stuff. Well, yeah, if you're tearing yourself up, you probably do need a massage chair and cold heat therapy and a spa, because you're in pain. No pain, no gain. If you're in pain and you can't make it the next day, I guess you're not gaining anything. I don't know. But, yeah. And they were like, well, how about 2 days a week? We can make that, $150. No. How about 100? No. Well, it's only $3 a day. That adds up. Yeah, it kind of does. $3 a day doesn't sound like much. Add it up. 3 times 30 is how much? $90, right? $90 times 12, 12 months out of a year. How much is that? 1, 2, 9. 9 and 2 is 18. What did we say? 90? We're looking over like $1,000. $1,000 over in 1 year. Well, isn't your health worth it? Well, I'm trying to set money aside for our rent for next year. So, being all fit and healthy and stuff like that ain't going to do me a damn bit of good if I'm out in the freaking ditch somewhere. All right? Because guess what? We got to park this RV somewhere. All right? And it's got to be somewhere legal because we don't want to be towed. I mean, this is our home. So it's priorities, okay? Oh, well, how about this? How about no? All right. Well, anyway, you remember when I showed you how long this is going to take? Take a look at this. Look at that. 287 megabytes, and it's going to take 40 minutes. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, that's the kind of shape that drive is in, and it's SSD. It's not a hard drive. It's an SSD drive, but it just got corrupted. Now I think there's a way not to reformat it, but there's a disk drill, I think is what it is. So I think there's a way to kind of restructure it so that way it works better. But I don't want to risk of losing important data on there that I can't recover. So I'm just a slow, painful process of getting the information that I know I want to save off of there before I do something like that. But anyway, let's head over to the gym. "13 Foxtrot, ready for takeoff." It's Creek Carrier. There they are right there. Okay, so I may have pushed myself a little too much on the first day. But I was just thinking, 2 miles, right? It was a good hour workout. I did do some weights. I didn't do a whole lot, just a few. But mainly went to the treadmill, and I figured I would do the treadmill like every other day, and then like the cycle on the other days. Typically, what you want to do is you want to do cardio on one day, and then strength on the next day, and then cardio. It's and kind of switch it off like that. But I think right now I just kind of want to do some cardio with a little bit of strength training or something like that, and kind of switch it off. I just want to try to get this weight off is really what I'm hoping to do. So not only is the exercise important, but the diet is important too. So let's go to the store. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be getting. Okay, so eggs, bacon, sausage, and then I got the tea just because I hadn't seen it yet. I hadn't seen that one. I tell you, I was about ready to just walk out of the store, and it's not because there weren't cashiers, like the one video that I made where there weren't any cashiers. No, this one had cashiers. It's the stupid app. Don't you hate it? It's like they have a sale on something, and then they have another sale on top of that, but you have to download their app and you have to scan it and all this other stuff, and I didn't have their app, and so I downloaded it, and then it was the wrong app, so then I had to download the other one, and then I had to scan it, and then I had to put it into a cart, and then I go to check out and it didn't look at it, and then I had to get someone to come over. Why do you make it so difficult? Why? I hate it. Just make it a sale, all right? Stop with the stupid ass app stuff, okay? Please, it'd be awesome if you did. Anyways, I was like ready to walk out. I'm like, screw this, I'll go to another store. But because I'm stubborn, and there's a certain line that I draw when it comes to walking out of a store. And at one store before, yeah, they really kind of pushed me over the edge on that one. But yeah, so it's a protein diet. I've done this before and it's worked out pretty well. So that and the exercising and hoping it all works out. So at my security job, we have a new daytime lieutenant that's going to be working with me. I'm pretty much going to be his main dispatcher. And he's been sitting with me, and he's a former cop. And he was telling me about these, because, you know, he works out and stuff, and he was telling me, you know how the media says that there's certain things that you shouldn't eat and you should stay away from? He says, those are the things that you should be doing. Because, see, at least in America, because it's all about money and capitalism and all that other good stuff, these companies don't make money unless you're sick. So they don't want you to be well. They want you to be sick, so that way you have to spend money on insurance and seeing a doctor and getting prescriptions and all this stuff. All the fast food, it's all crap. It's just, it's one big joke of a cycle. And so he was like telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I cook up some sausage, bacon, sourdough, put it up in butter, and it's great. He says, don't use margarine, that stuff is plastic. And he's just going on about a lot of different things. So I just thought that was interesting, and you know, maybe it'll be a topic for another video in regards to the ugliness of greed in the American economy. Those of you that live in America, you know how it is. It's really bad. But yeah, so I'm cooking my stuff. I'm air frying it because we're out of propane on our stove. So once I get more propane, I'll be able to cook it on there. But yeah, cooking up 2 things of bacon, 2 things of sausage, and I'm gonna cook up a couple of eggs and mix it up, and that's pretty much gonna probably take care of me for the rest of the day. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to check in with you folks once a month, let you know how I'm doing as far as how much weight I'm losing, and just kind of keep you on the loop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a killer awesome day. Heck yeah!